In this episode of Expat Podcast the Netherlands, Michel Daenen has a conversation with Soyinka Majumder. Soyinka is a big data specialist. The Dutch company Thuisgezorgd.nl connected with him through LinkedIn and offered him a job. This opportunity led him and his wife Rimi to relocate from Delhi to Amsterdam. With an open-minded approach, they successfully adapted to life in the Netherlands. They purchased a lovely home and even became parents. Their son became their Dutch language teacher. In this interview, Soyinka first discusses his specialized work in big data. He then shares valuable advice on how to be happy and successful while living abroad.
So we're here in Almere, in a beautiful spot. It's your own house, if I understand correctly. We're literally at the side of the water here. You just told me you're fishing here sometimes with your son. Really nice. We are in Almere, not far away from Amsterdam. And I'd like to dive a little bit in the world of the Netherlands for you and your wife and your son, because you're not from here, you're from India, Calcutta, you told me. So let's explore a little bit how come that you are now living here, working here, and how you managed to create a life so far away from your home country. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you, Michel. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm Soy. So my name is Soyinka. You can call me Soy. That's easier. I work for Just Eat Takeaway, also known as Thuisgezorgd in the Netherlands.
Thuisbezorgd.
Thuisgezorgd. I'm still struggling with pronouncing it properly, but
it's difficult to G, huh?
Yes.
Thuisbezorgd.
Yeah,
but maybe if you explain what it is, then we understand.
Yes, I'm into online food delivery business. So Thuisgezorgd or takeaway.com, justeattakeaway.com. That's a global name. We deliver
much easier.
Much easier, yes. It's a global brand name.
Nice.
What we do is we connect customers to restaurants. So we are food aggregators, online food delivery company, just like Uber Eats, just like DoorDash, just like any other companies all across the world. So if you are hungry, you order food, we ensure that that food gets delivered to you by reaching your order to a restaurant partner. That's sort of the business.
In the Netherlands, just for the listeners, it's a very common brand and has a good reputation. So a lot of my friends and family, we use it all the time. So if we're hungry, indeed, we just order on Thuisgezorgd.nl. We know this.
Thuisgezorgd, yes.
Yeah. But, outside the Netherlands, probably not known.
Well, we have different brand names across 20 different countries. If you go to Germany.
Big.
Yes, they're very big. If you go to Germany, we are called Lieferando. In German, that means pretty much the same as Thuisgezorgd. If you go to US, we are called Grubhub. If you go to Australia, we are called Menulog. If you go to Canada, we are called Skip the Dishes. If you go to Poland, we are called Pyszne.pl. So it's a different brand name in different countries. But we are known by different entities in different countries.
Okay, I understand. Makes sense. Yeah, and here it's Thuisgezorgd.nl. And do you work for the global brand or for the Dutch brand?
I work for the global brand. I look after all of analytics throughout the global brand and responsible for all the countries right now in the portfolio.
All right. And what is it that you do?
My key focus area is customer and marketing analytics. If I go a little bit deeper, what I do is I'm responsible for every number that you see outside in the market being published. I'm also responsible for any kind of advertisements that you will see wherever, be it Google, be it bus stops, be it advertisement boards, billboards, radios. I'm responsible to tell the company whether those advertisements were successful or not.
Right. So you track actually the results of all the kind of advertisements all over. And that's physical promotion and online.
Physical, online, both. Yes.
Wow.
In which promotion should you spend money, which you shouldn't, or what should be the right mix between online, offline promotions, all of that.
Yeah. And as someone like me who doesn't know about this, how can you measure this? How can you say something sensible about this?
Well, the best way to understand is, in a very layman's term, imagine you were sitting at home, just looking at a football match. Suddenly you saw an ad come up, which talks about a very nice pizza, and you want to eat it. You suddenly feel hungry. You open up your phone and you type pizza near me. The moment you do so, you see an ad popping up of Thuisgezorgd at the very top of your Google search. And you click it and you end up ordering. Now, this whole thing, you went through a journey. Now, the best way for me to explain, as you rightly asked, is you saw the ad. That was us spending some money to show that ad to you on TV. Next, you opened Google search and you clicked on a link. The moment you clicked on a link, in my role, I know the time difference between you clicking on the link and you seeing that ad. And I can say that that ad that we showed you on TV made you order this food. And that way I can say that, well, my money on the TV ad was well spent.
Yes, I understand this. And at the same time, and I guess you heard it before, it sounds a bit scary that you understand my behavior. You can predict my behavior in a way.
Oh, well, indeed, it is right. All of us are effectively data products. Everything that you do, everything that I do all across the world, somebody is tracking everything.
So it's big data.
It's big data. It's in a way big data, yes.
Is that what you do, using big data?
Indeed, that's what I do.
Right. And then connecting it to the effectiveness of promotion.
Yes. My job is to understand you in a way that I should be able to know what you would like to eat, what you would like to order, and how do you prefer to order. So effectively, yes.
It's amazing.
Sounds scary, right? But it's not.
Yeah, it's scary and handy at the same time. That makes it so difficult to judge, because we use this every day. As I said, we use it a lot, and we are not aware how much work you have put into that we use it so easily.
Yes, you're right. I can tell you some examples. We are still doing it. We spoke about food delivery, but if you go to some countries like US, China, the same technology, same areas of work are being used to predict how you're going to vote. So that I believe is more scary, but it all comes from the same technology.
Yes. Are you a specialist in this kind of technology?
Yes, I am. I'm a specialist in this kind of technology, predictive technology, big data analytics, and this is what I do as a work as well.
Wow. Is it what you study specifically?
I study statistics, operations technology. So that created the base for this technology. That's true. But I never thought that I'll get into this. But when I was doing this in India, and slowly I got really hooked to it. I loved to understand people, their behavior more with numbers. That really started making sense. So I got into this line.
And did you get into the same kind of work back in India, for a company that wants to sell more?
Yes. I was working even in India with a online travel booking company. So
same thing, right? Yeah.
Same thing, yes.
Yeah.
So my job was to predict where you would like to travel, where would you like to take a vacation next.
So you see something on TV and you think, I'd like to go there as well next summer. I open my phone and I see something of tickets or travel.
Yes.
And you're the one behind it all.
So not just TV, think of it like this. Let's say you have friends. On an average, you have, let's say 300, 350 contacts on your phone book, or you have 500, 600 friends on your Facebook, and maybe 500, 600 average followers on Instagram. In India, the laws are different, but what I was doing was I was able to understand your interactions with your social circle, where they are traveling, what kind of content you are being exposed to, and from there on, understand where you would want to travel.
So it's also a psychological part of it. Yes. It's like driven good in economics.
Yes.
My friend does it, I want the same.
Yes, something like that.
So it's predicting with numbers the behavior of people.
Yes, it's behavioral sciences, if you call it like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't in existence like 15, 20 years back, but slowly and slowly it is coming up as a new age of science.
Right, where you combine actually big data with human behavior.
Yes.
And that's what you do. That's the core of your business.
That's the core of our business.
I think along with me, many other people would now understand a little bit better what you do. So this is what you do in the Netherlands for Thuisgezorgd.nl, but actually for the whole brand. And where is this based?
Our headquarters are in Amsterdam. It's based out of the Netherlands. The headquarters is also Netherlands.
So it's the headquarters. Did you apply for this or were you asked?
Well, they found me. It's a twist of a story. I was on a bike trip with my wife in the Himalayas in Ladakh. It's a very common thing in India to go on a bike trip, particularly in that area. And I received a message on my LinkedIn that the recruiter reached out to me that they want me to interview for this role. At first, I really thought it was a spam because, it's very unlikely that somebody from Europe in the Netherlands, which I hardly knew about this country, will reach out to me about a possible role. And scammers are a dime a dozen from where I come from. And I really thought that it's going to be somebody who's going to ask me money for. I ended up in an interview, and yes, there were 7-8 rounds of interview, but they reached out to me. And eventually I'm here.
So you vetted the source and you thought, well, why not? Let's try. And then you saw it was real. And it was just like sort of let's see what happens. I do these interviews.
Indeed. So I couldn't vet it, I'll be honest. My primary criteria was the moment they ask for money, I'm going to leave it. But
you gave them the benefit of the doubt.
I gave them benefit of the doubts. And they started interviewing me. I hardly knew about the company back then. To be honest, I couldn't even pronounce the way you said it, Thuisgezorgd back then. So I just went with it. 2, 3, 4 rounds of interview. I liked the problems to solve. And the last 2 rounds, they invited me to come over to Amsterdam. paid tickets, paid for the hotel. I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to
Why
visit
not?
Amsterdam. Why not?
Well, has it been in the back of your mind before that you would actually go somewhere else for your work?
No, never. Honestly, the thought never really crossed my mind that I have some ambition to go outside and I'll work like this in some other country. I'll be honest, I never thought about it.
Yeah, because you're from Calcutta yourself.
I'm from Calcutta.
Is that also where you worked?
No, I used to work in Delhi.
Okay.
So India is a big country and, Calcutta doesn't have scope of what I do much. So my base, along with my wife, we lived in Delhi and we worked there as well.
Okay, I understand. So quite indeed, as you said, interesting story that you went cycling and then you were actually headhunted by someone. Yeah, and he was happy to catch you.
He was happy to catch me. He's still my friend. We play table tennis together.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Did he explain why he went after you?
Yeah, I did that. So actually, I asked him. His name was Bart. And I asked him, Bart, why did you...
Dutch guy,
Bart Koopman, tall, the very typical Dutch guy. I asked him, Bart...
blue eyes.
I'm like, Bart, why did you find me? I'm far off in India. So he said that whenever you used to search with those particular terms on LinkedIn, always my name popped up.
Oh.
So now this is very interesting, So if you look into it, how does two people in two ends of the world who doesn't know each other, doesn't culturally match each other, how can they match in a job that is just in between? So
that's a very interesting question. Well, you're the one who knows about data.
That's true. And my profile back then, my LinkedIn profile, actually had exactly those keywords that I was working for and he was looking for. So somehow it matched and I always ended up being the first person in search results. So he thought this might be the guy and it just clicked.
Ah, and then he reached out to say, well, I'm interested to speak with you. And then at the end you said, okay, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
And you went to the Netherlands. Did you take your wife along with you?
No, I didn't. I, in fact, didn't even tell my company that I'm going to the Netherlands for a job interview.
No, why would you?
Why would I, right? Yes. So, no, my wife was at home and I took a 2 or 3 days leave, I believe, that day during...
But you knew you were in the Netherlands to see if there was an opportunity for you.
Yeah, of course. So then I was here for 3 days, and I came in, I gave an interview. It was, I had 5 rounds of interview before coming here.
Okay. And this was all online?
5 rounds were online, yes.
Yeah.
And then the 5th one, I had to come here and present a case study.
Okay.
So
it was a real assessment, actually.
It's a real assessment, yes. So when I came here back then, we didn't really understand the concept of virtual calls like how it is after 2021. So I came here, it was a panel of 8-9 people, the entire team sitting, and they were evaluating me on how I present, what I do, what I don't do for 2 continuous days. And that was it. It just somehow clicked.
Quite heavy to go through this. But this was you, this is what you did.
This is what I did.
And they searched for you, not just like that. They knew that you're the one to master this.
Yeah.
And you had to prove it. That was the only thing.
That was the only thing.
So you passed the exams.
Well, yes, I had to. That was the way.
Uh-huh. And then they gave you an offer.
Yes. So, after when I was leaving from here, as you can imagine, you come so far in a country, give so many rounds of interview, and they have already spent like 9 months searching for a role. Now, when a company is so deeply invested, that means they really like you. So I understood this. So when I left, I had only one condition, that before I get on the flight, I need to know if you're making me an offer or not. I told the recruiter very clearly that I do not care when you are going to come back to me, but I really need to know today because that will determine my future when I go back home.
So before you went back home, you wanted to know if they would give you an offer?
Yes, before I took the flight.
Yeah.
And that was my only condition to the recruiter.
You didn't want to see the offer, but you did want to know if there was going to be an offer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my key because for me, as you can imagine, as an expat back then.
Well, you weren't even.
I was not even, yeah, indeed. The opportunity itself that you can have by coming and working in the Netherlands, making a life for yourself, was an opportunity presented to me. And I have already put in like 4 or 5 months into it, so many rounds of interviews, case studies. So that was the least that I could expect.
I understand.
And just before I was boarding the plane, I received an SMS and they said that, you are there. We'll send you the offer formally.
Okay. So when you are back home, you'll find it.
Yes.
There was quite I think, feeling in the plane back home.
Indeed, it was. It was quite a feeling. I came back home, but I didn't resign yet because till the time you have an offer,
Sure.
till the time you get a visa, nothing is done.
Yeah.
So, but it was quite a feeling.
Yeah. So you came back home in Delhi. You reported to your wife saying what happened to you in this tiny little country on the other side of the world. And there was the offer.
And there was the offer.
And this is not a decision for yourself. It's for your whole family. Did you have your child back then already?
No. My child was born in the Netherlands.
Okay.
I didn't have a child. It was just two of us.
Yeah.
And we knew that this offer effectively meant we sell everything that we have in India. We literally uproot our base. We move to another country. And as you can imagine, from the cultures that we come from, a lot is expected.
Step.
That's a big step. However, on the other side, we also knew that we are anyway living 2 hours flight away from home, which is Calcutta, and we're living in Delhi. So effectively, that 2-hour flight becomes a 24-hour flight.
Yes.
Now,
But maybe psychologically, it's a bigger step.
Psychologically, it's a huge step because, no matter you say it's a number of hours, but it's still, you're literally uprooting yourself from one place to another. So
yes, a totally different culture.
Yes.
And you said you didn't really know about the Netherlands. Now you knew for a couple of days, but then you had to decide, do I really want to do this? The offer, of course, you need first to accept, but then it means you have to choose for a different life.
Yes. I must tell you one thing, that if you come in touch with people who are at that stage of their career or making a decision to move from a country like India to a country like in Europe, particularly Western Europe, then you will know that it's not much difficult of a call. It's an opportunity. It's not a decision that you make where you say, oh, should I do this? Should I not?
No.
You say that, oh, well, this is an opportunity. I mean, think about the Netherlands. It's a small country, but one of the most leading countries in multiple facets throughout the economy. And it's Western Europe. The quality of life is much better. So
is that the image that you had?
Yes. Well, I would not use the word image. I would say that is the actuality that...
Sure, but you had an idea up front.
I had an idea, yes. That we did.
And that of course, I call you as a matter of words, but I would call this an image. You had an image up front that you weren't really sure if it was true. This was what people told you about.
Yeah.
And you had to find out yourself if that was true. Indeed. But this is what everybody sort of told you before, like living there is an opportunity.
Yes.
That you should grab.
That we should grab, yes.
Yeah. So there was that makes it easier, I guess.
That makes it easier, yeah. It becomes more of a opportunity rather than a decision, A or a B.
Yes. Yes.
So if I was in India, if I was asked to choose between Bangalore and Mumbai, then it would have been a decision.
I see the difference. Okay. So, and that was the same for your wife.
For her, it was a little bit more difficult. She was doing a very good role, and this was me moving for an opportunity that I got that effectively meant that she had to leave a job.
Yes.
And so it was much bigger for her.
Yeah.
Her company were offering her a role in London, but we are in the Netherlands. It's still just beside the water, but it's still far off. So that wasn't really workable. So we knew that if we took this step, she as a spouse, she will have to leave her job, come here, find another job of a same caliber, and then we have to set up our life again.
And you were aware of that before you actually decided?
Well, I'll be honest, the opportunity was so beyond comprehension that we had that we didn't think this far.
Were you excited?
We were excited. After we got the offer,
did you celebrate?
We just celebrated. Both of us were really excited, and both of us thought that no matter what, we should try.
That's a good place to be in.
Yeah.
Okay, that gives us an idea of how you actually received that offer.
Yeah.
So, and then you had to decide, well, actually you already did. You just had to work out the details.
Yeah.
How long was in between before you actually took the plane and left?
Well, I got the offer on 15th of August, 2017. I took the flight to the Netherlands on 28th of November.
Same year?
Same year.
Wow.
And I resigned on 25th of August. So the time between I flew back from the Netherlands till I resigned was 8 days.
Yes,
and I uprooted myself from the time I took offer to uprooted myself was like 2 months.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Where you were not really working anymore for your company in India, or were you?
I was. When I came here, I was working already. I just didn't work the last 1 month, the month of November. But that was it. That was just a month.
Yeah. Right. Was it a big thing to prepare yourself to actually move to the Netherlands?
I was 31 when I moved. And for us, preparation only meant stop the rental contract, sell the car, pack some luggages. So this doesn't take much time, most of it is mental. And but we were quite flexible back then. I didn't have a son, and it didn't take much time.
You just had to inform your family, like it's not just 2 hours, it's going to be a little bit further away.
Well, it's not that easy, I'll be honest. That was the toughest part. Informing the family.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Saying actually you're going to the other side of the world. How did they reply?
Well, they know it's a great step for their son. My father, when India-Bangladesh war was going on, he was a migrant. He had to flee Bangladesh to get away from the war. So he was a first-generation immigrant in India. So when I told him that, Dad, I'm going to move to the Netherlands, and probably this means he knew that probably we will not come back. But he told me that, well, you cannot say that India is your home as well, because, look at me. I was a first-generation immigrant fleeing from war. My objective was to ensure that you study, you grow big enough so that you can get a job in a better place. And you did that, and you're moving to a better life. So I do not look at this as a loss. I look at this as a perfect balance of things that we all started together. This was the good side.
Yes.
The things that they don't say, which is, in Asian societies, it's very expected that once your parents get older, you become their support. It's a very common thing. What they didn't say was, how will they see their grandson or granddaughter being born? How will they spend time with them? Or how will I come back at the first moment when I hear that something is wrong or somebody is sick? And how will I be connected to everybody else? So that is what remained untold, but we all understood that is the price that we pay.
And they understood, and you understood, and you just knew, I fill in, that will come in time. So how do you manage it now? Because if we jump a little bit, you arrived a couple of years ago, actually 7 years?
7 years.
7 years ago. And you established your life here. That's how we started. You have your wonderful place here. You have a good position in the headquarters of this company that's not far away from here. So, and you're doing well, it seems.
Well, yes, relatively so. Yes, of course.
Yeah. And how does it work out? How often do you go back to India just to see your family?
Well, we try to visit at least once a year back. And if we cannot go back once a year, then we at least ensure that our parents are visiting us. That's the way we try to maintain that connect. It's good for them. It's a change, and then it's good for us as well.
Yeah. So if we look at the past 7 years, because we now understand how you actually left your home country, which was, well, if we know now, not fully your home country, maybe. Well, it was, of course, but because of your father, also Bangladesh was part of your home country. Moving to the Netherlands, arriving here, what was your intention to build here apart from work? How much did you intend to actually establish your life here?
So we came in with the thought that if things don't work out for 6 months, we'll go back. That was our sort of, what I mean by work
6 months, that's actually pretty short.
Pretty short. So our thought was that, why I say 6 months is if we have to bring money in from India, that means things are not right.
Okay.
That means because we had no idea about salaries, what's good, what's bad, how much is good for leading a healthy life. We had no clue.
Standard of living, you don't know.
Absolutely nothing.
So 6 months actually pretty short. Like I don't want to spend money being there.
Yeah. Because
I need to earn it.
Exactly. That was our first condition.
Yeah.
And
very clear. It's
clear.
data based.
So we thought that 6 months will look, we cannot go balance negative. That's the key.
Yeah.
And if it works out, great. So that was our first objective. There was a lot to get used to. If you ask any expat, the first thing that they do for the first 2 months is they convert the money into their own currency. So I used to go to Albert Heijn. I used to see the price of bread is 2.45 euros. I had to multiply by 80. Like, oh man, it's $200 for one piece of bread.
And bucks means rupees.
Rupees, bucks is a colloquial term we use. So,
I didn't know.
So it's rupees. So it's like almost 80 rupees for 1 euro.
You can believe it.
And we couldn't believe it. And, we were getting used to it. So you always do that multiplication. And that's
sure.
a very
We did the same with gulden and euro when we changed to euro.
Yes.
And after a few years, actually people stopped doing that.
Indeed. So our first 2-3 months was that. Our first 2-3 months was getting used to a cold sandwich, which I never knew existed. Oh, it's true. It's true. If you go to India, if you say a sandwich, people understand a toasty. That's what it is.
Yeah.
My first few weeks was getting used to how so many types of cheese can come. Salamis for lunch. So, I came in December. And I have never experienced cold like this. The jackets that I had never worked in this country.
So you had to buy new clothes.
New clothes, because I had no idea that, the temperature can be 5-6 degrees and it can feel like -5
Because of wind.
Because of the wind. So
Yeah.
these were very new to us. So the first few months, and then the sun never comes up before 8:30. I came in December, you have to understand. So, and the sun goes down at 3:30 or 4. All of this together was a lot to take for the first few months.
I can imagine. It's such a big change.
It's a big change. And, we got a house. My company paid some allowances for first 2 months to find an apartment for yourself. They will pay the rent.
This was in Amsterdam.
This was in Amsterdam, yes. I used to live in Java Island in the north of Amsterdam.
Close to the station.
Yes, it's a lovely place. And, that was the first time I saw a cruise ship, because the Amsterdam canals are quite deep. One morning I woke up.
You've never seen a cruise ship before?
I've never seen a cruise ship before.
Wow.
I've never seen a lot of stuff before. I've never seen a dishwasher before. I've never seen a cruise ship before.
You're kidding.
Yeah, because you don't need it, right? I mean, think about it. How many people have seen a cruise ship? Think about it like this. You live in Amsterdam. We live in...
I never think about these things.
Yes. Yeah. So these are quite odd.
Can you imagine what a change you went through?
Yes, that is true. I was jogging in the morning in Java Island, and in that place, the cruise ships turn actually. They try to go back. And one sudden morning, I saw this 16-floor thing, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
It's actually floating.
Yes. I've never seen a dishwasher before, as I told you. I've never seen a clothes dryer before. Can you imagine? It's because in where I am from, everybody dries.
It's dry within half an hour.
Yeah. Just put it outside.
Yeah.
So these were quite new to me, very new to me. I have never seen a room heater before. So
and now we're sitting under a heater on the terrace.
Yes. So
you never need this in India.
I never knew this segment existed in the first place. So I never saw a radiator in a house before. So all of these things were very new to me. And then the food was new to me, as you can imagine. Well, we were cooking for ourselves. That's good. So it was a lot to process in the first place.
Do you remember how you dealt with that?
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't really struggle much. It was new. It was surprise. But we knew that one thing we knew for sure, that if we want to survive well, if we want to be a part of this, then we have to accept it and imbibe it within our ways of working. That's what we knew. So that means when I looked at that cold sandwich along with my wife, I didn't think that, oh no, how can I do this? I rather tried the exact opposite. How can I make myself adapted to it? So that was our primary approach. This is what we were absolutely sure from the very first day. We will do things the way it's done here.
How did you come up with that mindset? Do you remember?
When I moved from Calcutta to Delhi, it was a similar change, I mean, it's still in India, I get it. But if you look into it, it's the same. The food is different. The people are different. Everything is different. And when you uproot yourself, when you come here, for us, for me, for my wife, it's just another milestone that we have to capture. And if you have to be successful, the only way to do that is be a part of it. There's nothing else. Change, the only way to manage change is to be a part of that change. You cannot resist it. That's it.
It's almost like a life philosophy.
I mean, isn't that so for everybody? I mean, you have to do it, right?
Yeah, but I've seen it so many times going not well because of people thinking, I do it my way. I persist in doing that. And this way they find out they feel isolated after a while.
Yeah. And that is...
Can you imagine that?
Well, I do get it what you mean. I mean, in my work, I deal with such experiences. I deal with such issues. But my life philosophy is a little bit different, as I said.
I hear.
I just think that if there is a change that I know is for good, if I know there is a change which I cannot circumvent, then why resist it? Just go with it.
Did your father teach you this from Bangladesh to India?
Well, he didn't teach me directly, but when I heard his stories, he didn't say all of this. His childhood friends, actually, when my house was being built in India, they showed me, when you put bricks, you put a mortar in between, right? Where the bricks are stuck together. So they showed me those bricks because they were removing some foundation. He showed that these bricks have coal in between. They don't have cement. And they're saying, do you know why your dad did this? I said, no, I don't know why. They said that your dad was building this house and he didn't have enough money to buy cement. So the best thing that we could do back then was mix coal dust with mortar so that it works like cement and then put it there. And they said that you do with what you have. Now that, when I look back, those small things made a huge impact in my life. I just learned to deal with things the way it is. It's
do with what you have.
You deal with what you have.
And we learn by example.
Yes. So you asked me a question. Did my father teach you this? He did.
By example.
By example. He didn't tell me that do it like this, but the same thing when he said that, yeah, you were going there. I also ran away from being killed in Bangladesh from that war. So you are going for a better life. So over 3 generations, if you think about it, our family was in a small village in Bangladesh, struggling to stay alive. From there in the Netherlands, we are sitting on a veranda on water. Well, that's progress, right? So
That is progress. He must be proud of you.
I'm sure he is.
He's been here?
He has been here, yes.
What did he say?
Well, he used to sit on the veranda and do fishing the entire day. So
3 generations sitting there.
yes.
Nice.
And he takes my son to the school, comes back, goes cycling with him. So that's what he does.
That's to him. And your mother is alive still?
Yeah.
So they're together? So they came here.
They both of them
They must have been so proud.
They have been very happy and they're going to come again next March. So I'm hoping that.
Very nice. And to them, it's a new thing as well, right? From Bangladesh coming to India, then in India establishing a life, getting a family, and then you see your son going to the other side of the world and being happy and prosperous. That must be a good thing.
That must be a good thing. I hope so too. It comes with a little bit of a pain that we are not with them.
Yeah.
But you make certain sacrifices.
Yeah.
To progress. That's what it is.
And at the same time, I imagine that you also have contact via the internet.
Oh yeah, we speak every day. I mean, it's
really,
yeah, of course, we speak every day. And my grandson has been growing up. It's important for us, as you said. We are in the Netherlands, so we have language to deal with, right? So while we as expats struggle with the language, but my son doesn't. So for him, when they speak to my parents don't speak Dutch. They don't speak good English. They speak my mother tongue.
Which is Hindi?
Which is Bengali.
Okay, yeah.
So my son has to speak in Bengali with them sort of every day so that they understand each other. They really feel that connect. So that's why, yes, of course, that is one of the reasons, but we speak every day. So
actually, your son is the big teacher now. He tells you how to adjust. Pronounce in language-wise, but also how to adjust. Speaking language with different people.
Yeah, he does that a lot. And, as we are living in this beautiful city of Almere, it's a short place. We used to live in Amsterdam before coming to this house. But here, he also has a lot of friends going up here. So his friends come over for play dates. And they're all here sometimes. And we struggle with the language a little bit. But I can tell you confidently, my vocabulary is as good as a 4-year-old. So I deal well with them.
See, he outgrew you.
Yeah, so he outgrew me. And but we like it. We like that all the kids are running around.
Yeah, I can imagine. How important is it to speak Dutch?
I think that's the most important thing that any expat can learn here. I mean, everybody can speak English. Even the Dutch people are the best at speaking English. And there will never be a pressure for ourselves to learn Dutch, I'll be honest, when you are working only. But if we do not take that initiative to go out and speak with it, not having an intelligent conversation, maybe that's too difficult. But think about going to Albert Heijn, doing your everyday groceries. I think if we choose not to do it, we miss out being a part of this country. That's why it is so important. So it's supremely important. I think that's step number 1 that everybody should do it.
Yeah. I agree. What does it take to feel home in the Netherlands?
Well, this question has a very difficult answer. So home is built with the people that you live with, right? So I believe for expats, I'll try and answer this from a point of expats. There are typically 2 kinds of expats that will come with. 1, they come with a family. 2, they do not come with a family. For the ones who come with a family, they try and create home, just like me, along with their family, with kids, maybe with a few very like-minded, similar language speaking people, because we are something that we call ourselves as a crossover generation. Most of us come to this country after 30, having a family, and all of our memories are already made. So the memories that we make here, the new ones, they are difficult to be accommodated to a new culture. So for us, that is home, that small group of people, that small group of friends, having a small place for yourself, having a family to come back to. But the first ones, where they're not coming with any family, the singles, for them, I think it's extremely challenging for as many people as I know, because for them, home means something else. For them, home means having a group of friends, not family. Having a group of people with whom they can go out, have a party, have some drinks with, and most probably in a very multicultural, multi-diverse. So I have seen many of them struggle to have this idea of home in the Netherlands, and I have seen that struggle much less with the people who have a family. So if you ask me, my answer is, for me, home in the Netherlands means my family in the Netherlands.
Do you feel at home in the Netherlands?
I feel absolutely at home in the Netherlands.
Are you in a good place?
I am in a very good place. I love it here. I love the people. I have experienced this country in the best way possible. I have absolutely no questions, qualms, comments, whatsoever in terms of how it is here. So I love it.
That's really good to hear. And would this go the same for your wife and your son?
Yes, same goes definitely for my wife. My son doesn't even see Netherlands as...
Yeah, sure. It's his first country.
It's his country. It's his home, and for
He's
him...
a Dutchie.
He's a Dutchie, yes. When he goes back to India, that is where he says, I'm going on vacancy.
Yeah.
But when I go to India, I say I'm going home.
Yes.
That is the biggest difference.
That's a totally different perspective.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. Just to round up, for the people that you work with quite a lot, you said, who are in that other category, being young and needing to build a life here, can we maybe gather a few tips for them? What would be a good idea if you come here? What would make it easier? First of all, I guess the language, what you said, try to learn the language.
First of all is the language. Try and have a group of people, try and have a group of friends where you go out to, no matter where they are from, no matter what their skin color is, no matter where they live. Just be a part of a social group. That is very supreme important, because many of us, what we do is we try to create a group which is limited to people who speak our language, think like us, talk like us, eat like us. But that is a very big mistake that generally people make. So please go be a part of a group. There are many people like you who are in a similar situation. Be with them. Learn the language. Go out. Have a drink. Go to a pub. I think that is where the journey starts.
So it's integrating.
It's integrating, yeah.
And you would say with Dutch people or people wherever they're from?
Once you start integrating, I believe you will be a part of the culture anyway. Let me give you an example. One of the key parts of my integration was cycling. I love biking here in the Netherlands, right? So when I go out biking, initially I was struggling to find people, like-minded people like me. Then I started putting my name in Dam tot Dam, Elf Stede Tocht, all of these things. And then I made a group in Almere who like biking as well. Within them, there are a lot of Dutch people, of course, as you say, but there are also people from other countries and other cultures. So if you ask me, that I didn't choose to find something which is done only by Dutch people, but I chose to find an activity which is more popular locally, which got me close by shared interests with the local Dutch people as well.
And that you like at the same time.
That brings in the key, I believe.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. Stay with what you really like. Don't go out of your comfort zone, I sort of translate. But also be open to networking and getting to know new people.
Yeah.
That's a very valuable lesson. Very valuable. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and all the things that you've been through the past 7 years, actually. And also we talked about the sort of, the preparation that you did and how it all started with the coincidence cycling with your wife through the mountains and then getting a message on LinkedIn, and look what happened 7 years later. It's quite remarkable and well done, I'd say.
Thank you. Thank you, Michel, for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. I really appreciate it. Yes, we value our life here very much. I value your time with me. And we were lucky as well. It is not just my hard work, but it was a lot of luck. I must say that there are a lot of people with a lot of good skills. Not all of them become lucky all the time, but I was one of them, thankfully. So that's what makes me sit here with you.
Thank you. Your modesty is to be admired. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michel. Thank you very much.
Are you curious about available support before or after your move to the Netherlands? Then have a look at yourmovetothenetherlands.nl or contact us at contact@yourmovetothenetherlands.nl.